They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But you know, they're throwing the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Throwing, Young. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down is Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Young to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Miami.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Hey, 73. Go Silver, ready?
From the 29, Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and long for Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
73.
They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Young. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 in the first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
73. 73.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No touch. No touch.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No touch.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Hurts changing up the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll be even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts going to move him around.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
On 2nd down, Swift. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It's Young off play action. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young will set to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, here's Penny. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Great, set. Hey, Silver. Don't touch it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for an Eagles.
And now they'll shift things around.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Don't touch it.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
I can score. Hey, 73. Don't touch it.
On first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Crowd left Yeti. 73. Don't touch it.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 38 yards. And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
No touch that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this one too low.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flush to his right. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Drill, 52.
3rd down.
Smash, red.
Young. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Ready. Ready, ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ready.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.